This year's valedictorian is Betsy Hinze. Betsy has been an outstanding student at Cascade School. She's very hardworking, dedicated, and extremely creative. Betsy is also very athletic. She played hockey with the big boys and showed no fear. Betsy seems to be constantly making or working on something. Mr. Fonslow, Miss Restivo, Miss Long would come up to me and tell me over the years, come up and see the cool stuff that Betsy just made. So we're very proud to present to you this year's valedictorian, Betsy Hinze.
You might forget what you learned from reading a textbook, but you'll never forget what you learned from sticking your tongue to a frozen pole. That pretty much summarizes our experience here at Cascade High School. It's painful, it's educational, and it leaves you at a total loss for words. Of course, our education here at Cascade Schools has been important in helping us to get closer to our lifelong goals. Take Alex, for example. In first grade, I'm pretty sure his goal in life was to be a ninja. He must have practiced and practiced because he exhibited amazing skills one day in class when presented with the perfect opportunity. My mom had just come in to help us make fruit salad to share with our 5th grade buddies for our Thanksgiving feast. As she was passing out apple halves and plastic knives, Alex explained that he didn't have a knife. My mom's joking reply, just karate chop it, and he did. I distinctly remember one apple half whizzing in slow motion over the couch and the other half zooming into my mom's stomach. We all sat in stunned silence for a moment until my mom burst into laughter. Alex, whatever you end up doing in life, I'll always remember you as a ninja. In fact, I even have an apple half with me here today in case you would like to reenact this memory from first grade. Let's see if he still has his skills. Whatever you did then. Classmates have goals that aren't so attainable through a high school education. Take Todd, for example. In 4th grade, a group of us were clustered around the Guinness Book of World Records when we came upon the longest kiss record. Being 4th graders, most of us wrinkled our noses disgustedly. But Todd proudly proclaimed, someday, me and my girlfriend, we're gonna break that record. The rest of us looked at him in morbid awe, not sure whether we should make gagging noises or applaud. I think we settled for raised eyebrows. Now, no matter what our goals, I'd like to remind all of us that it's important to have goals to work towards, but to think carefully about the goals we decide to work towards. It's also a good idea to stick to the rules. As citizens, our civic duties are to know the laws and respect them. But how many of you actually knew that in Idaho, in order to court a girl, you must obtain written permission from her father? I'm sure that law has been broken. And after you do get permission, just remember that it is illegal for a boy to give a box of candy weighing less than 50 pounds to his sweetheart. Yeah, I expect to see some big boxes of chocolate floating around next year, ladies and gentlemen, unless some of you move out of state, of course. And make sure you have that written permission with you next time you go to the movies. Rumor has it that Jason's checking. Ain't that right? Fellow class of 2010, we are at the beginning of our next phase of life. As you know, we've made a mark on our world, both metaphorically and physically. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a very special piece of artwork done by the class of 2010. Partner Jordan, please unveil the masterpiece. This was my graduation gift to my class, the opportunity to try some creativity of their own. Class, as I call your name, please step forward and sign it. But audience, please hold your applause. We want to make this go fast. Would Jordan Spear, Peter Olson, Peter Stewart, and Cody McDade please go sign it? Jordan Spear wanted to be in the pro motocross when he was little, and now he wants to be an auto mechanic. Peter Olson didn't know what he wanted to be when he was little, but now he wants to be an auto body. Peter Stewart wanted to be a logger, now he wants to be an auto mechanic or a doctor, and Cody McDade wanted to be a stock car driver, and now wants to be an auto mechanic. They use spray paint to decorate our canvas because it can be precise or fuzzy. How accurate do they want to be? Next up, I need Forrest Pickens. He wanted to be a basketball player, and now he wants to be a mechanic. And next, Hunter Lamberth, Brianna Gunderson, and Tylen Hayball. Hunter Lamberth didn't know what he wanted to be. Now he wants to be a sports medicine doctor. Brianna Gunderson wanted to be a veterinarian. Now she wants to be a psychologist. Tylen Hayball wanted to be Britney Spears. Now she wants to be an ultrasound technician. These three used water balloons filled with paint as kind of paint bombs because they'll have to deal with a mess sooner or later. And next, Braden Goddard, Sean Christian, and Bobby Sue Goddard. Braden Goddard wanted to be a snowboard junkie. Now he wants to be a wildland firefighter. Sean Christian wanted to be a WWE wrestler. Now he wants to be a firefighter or a glass blower. And Bobby Sue Goddard wanted to be a police officer. Now she's going to be a soldier or a singer. These guys use squirt guns filled with paint because they're a fighting force. They needed to learn how to yield their weapon for good. Next up is Lawson Schimpf, Nick Stocks, and Tracy Roundtree. Lawson Schimpf wanted to be a game designer and is now going to be a computer engineer. Nick Stocks wanted to be an animal photographer and is now going to be an aerospace engineer. And Tracy Roundtree wanted to be a carpenter and is now going to be an environmental engineer. They were the ones who stuck on all the tissue paper because as engineers, they will be in a world of rigid lines, perfect symmetry. They needed to learn to be asymmetrical and imperfect once in a while. Mike Wirtz, Alex Gonzalez, Lindy Capel, Artemis, Charlie Smith, Lindsay, and Tim Brown, please. These guys, okay, this is a long list. Mike Wirtz wanted to be a firefighter, now he's a theologist. And in doing so, he'll hopefully shed some light on his world and the world of religion, so he used some glitter. Alex Gonzalez obviously wanted to be a ninja. Now he's not sure what he wants to be. Lindy Capel wanted to be a dancer. Now she's not sure what she wants to be. Artemis wasn't sure what she wanted to be. Now she's going to be a writer of psychotic horror fiction. Charlie wanted to be a dolphin trainer. Now she's not sure. Lindsay, I never got the information from because she was never at school, and same with Tim Brown. And for those, even if you don't know what your future is yet, know that your future is as bright as you make it, so they use glitter. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the masterpiece of 2000. He also wanted to be a firefighter. In kindergarten, the years until our senior year in high school seemed like an eternity. Now, they seem like they were but a dream. We couldn't have made it here without the help of many people. Thanks to our parents who supported us. Thanks to our teachers who educated us. Thanks to the school board and staff who supported our education, and thanks to our community. It takes a village to raise a child, and we're lucky to have grown up in such a great village. We've been through tough times together, 2 centuries, 2 millennia, 2 decades, and many years. It's a difficult time for our country and our world, but we've made it through many hardships, including the aftermath of our senior prank. The lessons we have learned throughout our lives have taught us to be open to learning, strong enough to succeed, creative enough to make a difference, and brave enough to face our future. So class, leave Cascade High School ready to face your future, but remember all the good times you've had. We've left our mark here. Now it's time to make our mark on the world. Though it might be a good idea to do so with significantly less mess. Congratulations, class of 2010.